Here are 5 awesome serif fonts to try out in your next project. Serif fonts have made quite a large resurgence recently, and it might just benefit you to have a couple more awesome serif typefaces in your rotation. And at the end of this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about why I think serif fonts are coming back into modern design and why you might want to use them in your next design. Our first font is Godia. This font is a super elegant mix of 90s and modern. Kind of tall, it's a bit more on the condensed side than most, which is nice because it opens the door to use a serif font in a context where you might use a condensed sans serif font. Our second font is Piigaflor. A little bit funny of a name, I know, but even with a goofy name, it certainly has no lack of elegance and class. I started a project with this one recently and immediately thought of it being used on like a sale poster for a storefront. Our next font is Englishtown. This is actually my favorite font of the 5 and just so happens to be the tallest or most condensed font of the bunch. Just has a lot of class and nostalgia, certainly eye-catching with how tall it is. Our fourth font is Jess is Dead. Don't ask me who Jess is, I have no clue, and honestly I have no idea why this font has this name, but nonetheless the font is awesome and has some wonderful characters, specifically in the lowercase letters. Okay, our last font for today is Renjany. Renjany? This font also has loads of character, maybe slightly less elegance, but more on the boho side of things. I could see this on a poster in a more boho style home or on a nice candle. If you're a photographer, I could definitely see this being the main font of your business card, contracts, or even on your website. Well, there are 5 fonts for you to try out on your next project, but for a second, let's just talk about why serif fonts are coming back. Nostalgia often plays a significant role in design trends, and I think as the newer generation of designers look to the past for inspiration, they rediscover timeless elegance that is in the serif fonts, used in vintage advertisements, classic novels, historic signage, etc., and even ad campaigns. This recent resurgence of interest in retro aesthetics has kind of fueled the renewed popularity of serif fonts. I've talked about this before, but I also personally think that it has a lot to do with fashion trends. Fashion-wise, we've seen a huge 90s resurgence, and I think design kind of just follows suit with typography. In recent years, I've seen a noticeable shift away from this kind of stark minimalism of sans serif fonts towards a more nuanced and kind of eclectic approach to design. For now, I think that sans serif fonts and ink trap fonts will rule web design, but I wouldn't be surprised if we started to see more serif fonts pop up on websites too. If you've watched until now, I mean, you might as well subscribe. Really quick. It's efficient, it's nice, it makes me happier, it makes Drew happier. Leave a comment, tell us which font was your favorite, and if you've already used one of these before. Hit that like button, and until the next video, happy designing. Peace.